Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to another video in which we are going to see what is Provident Fund, and exactly we are going to see everything about Provident Fund, that is starting from the joining process to the transfer or the withdrawal of the balance that is present in the Provident Fund. So let's get started with this video. Alright, so by the end of this video you will be able to answer a majority of the questions, that is what exactly is Provident Fund and how to join the process of getting included in the Provident Fund scheme. Alright, and one of the most important thing, that is universal account number, then the interest on the Provident Fund that we receive. Alright, and one example we are going to see for illustration purpose. Okay, and if any voluntary contribution that we can make towards the Provident Fund. Okay, and check the Provident Fund balance, transfer and withdrawal of the Provident Fund balance that we currently have. Okay, so these are some of the things that you will be able to answer if you have any questions in mind as far as Provident Fund is concerned. So okay, what exactly is Provident Fund? Okay, so it's a fund that is created with the purpose of providing financial security and stability to elderly people. So what exactly this means is you invest every month, that is whatever salary that you get every month. Okay, the part of the salary is invested in the Provident Fund, so that for you after retirement you will receive this fund either monthly, or you can get the corpus. So basically the government has provided with this particular scheme to you, so that it provides financial stability to you after your retirement. So this is a scheme that provides a financial stability to elderly people. Okay, also one important point to note over here is you yourself makes the contribution towards this Provident Fund, and it is done on monthly basis. So there are certain rules that is followed as far as contribution towards the Provident Fund is concerned. Okay, so let's see with one of the example as to how the contribution is done. Okay, basically we have the employee, that is you, and the employer, that is the one under whom you are working. Okay, and what happens exactly is whatever salary that you get from that particular employer, okay, 12% of the basic salary, remember it's a basic salary and not the salary that you get in hand. So basically it's a 12% that is part of your basic salary that is taken into consideration and invested in Provident Fund. Alright, or you can say it is contributed towards a Provident Fund, and the same amount, that is 12%, is also contributed from the employer side, but there's a slight difference over here. Okay, that is that 12% is divided into two factors, that is 3.67% it goes to the employee provident fund, and 8.33% that goes to the employee pension scheme. So this is one of the important things to note about provident fund, is only the 3.67% out of that 12% goes to the employee provident fund, that is coming from the employer side, while the 12% from your basic salary, the whole amount, it goes to your provident fund. So the remaining 8.33% from the employer side, it goes to the employees pension scheme. So this is one important thing to note about. Alright, so what exactly happens over here is 12% it comes from the employees basic salary, and 3.67% comes from the employer, okay, and then it is contributed towards the provident fund. So basically that's a process, that is the contribution towards the provident fund from both the parties. Alright, and okay, let's see how we can join the process, that is how we can contribute towards the provident fund. So whenever you get started, okay, with the new employer, or if you have just started with your career, you will have the option of filling the form 11 that is available with the employer. So you just need to fill the form 11, okay, which will include some of the fields that will contain some personal details to be filled from your side. Alright, so that's the only process, that is filling the form 11 and submitting it to the employer. Okay, and you will get started with the provident fund contribution. Okay, and coming to the universal account number, remember guys, this number is very important as far as provident fund is concerned. Whenever say suppose you are getting started with your career, okay, you will have some provident fund number that will be generated for the first time. Okay, also you will have something that is called universal account number. Okay, that will be generated based on your PF number, okay, initially. Alright, so it is nothing but it's a 12 digit number that is allotted to the employee, okay, who is contributing towards the provident fund. Okay, and this number, it never changes, okay, irrespective of under which employer you are working. Okay, this universal account number will never change, and it is quite important as far as the transfer of the provident fund is concerned, or the withdrawal of the provident fund balance is concerned. So you should keep a note of this particular universal account number somewhere. Alright, and this universal account number, whenever you change your jobs, that is whenever your employer is changed, okay, you will get new provident fund numbers, also known as the member ID. Okay, now these member IDs, these are linked to your universal account numbers based on whenever you change your jobs or switch your jobs from one employer to another, you will get a provident fund number which will be linked to the universal account number. Okay, so this is one of the most important points to note, that all your PF numbers, that is provident fund numbers, will be linked to your 12 digit universal account number, and this is a very important number that you need to keep the note of. Alright, because this is quite helpful as far as transferring the provident fund or a withdrawal while withdrawing the provident fund balance is concerned. So keep note of this, guys. Alright, and coming to the next point, that is the annual interest that is given to us during the contribution towards the provident fund for the financial year 2016 and 17. It has been finalized by the central government of India based on the consultation of the Central Board of Trustees. Okay, and for the current financial year, that is 2016 and 17, it is 8.65% that you get, that is the annual interest on the provident fund, that is the balance that is present in your provident fund. Alright, and this interest is applicable on the 1st April of every year. So you make contribution monthly, that is 12% of the basic salary every month, and then at the end of the financial year, that is at the start of the next financial year, you will get the interest that will be credited on that provident fund account. So that's the way how the annual interest is calculated, and it keeps on changing actually. The central government, along with the consultation of the Central Board of Trustees, it will decide one annual interest actually, what exactly will be the interest on the provident fund that is supposed to be credited based on the interest. Okay, so that's the way how the interest on the provident fund will be calculated based on the interest rate that is decided by the central government of India. Okay, coming to our example, okay, that is, as we have already discussed, that 12% of the basic salary from the employee is taken into consideration. Okay, also the same amount is taken from the employer, but only the 3.67% okay of that employer's contribution goes towards our provident fund contribution. Okay, so let's see this with an example. Okay, so suppose your basic salary is 15,000. Okay, so 12% of your basic salary comes to around 1800, and 3.67% of the basic salary is somewhere around 550. Okay, so the same amount, that is 1800 and 550, okay, these are added and it comes to around 2350, that is 12% from the employee side and 3.67% of the basic salary from the employer side. Okay, so it comes to around 2350, okay, which will be contributed monthly to your provident fund account, and the remaining amount, that is somewhere around 1250, it goes to your employees pension scheme. So that is the way how every month, based on your basic salary, the amount will be calculated and contributed towards the provident fund. So as you can see over here, the employee have the advantage. If the employee doesn't opt for the provident fund, so he or she will get the extra 1800 amount, that is rupees 1800, and the remaining amount, that is 550, and then whatever that is contributed from the employer side, okay, will not be received by the employee at that particular time. So it is always advantageous for the employee to opt for the provident fund, because he will be contributing from his side, as well as your employer will contribute for you. Okay, so let's come to the voluntary contribution part. So basically, as we have seen that it is just 12% of the basic salary, and those who want to voluntarily contribute towards the provident fund, if they think that this 12% is less and they can contribute more, then they can do so by providing a declaration, that is a voluntary provident fund form they can fill up, which will contain different personal details of the employee. Alright, and once it is approved, you can contribute more amount. But the thing to note over here is employer will contribute only the 12% of the basic salary, which will be divided in the same manner as we have discussed before, that is 3.67% will go to the provident fund, and the remaining percentage of the amount will go to the employee pension scheme. So that's the way how voluntary provident fund will work. Okay, and coming to checking the balance of the provident fund, either you can check your balance on the desktop by logging into the members.epfoservices.in. okay, they have their site as far as checking the balance is concerned. Also they have recently come up with the the Android mobile app, that is EPFO app, on which you can check your provident fund passbook. Alright, and coming to the transferring of the provident fund, so whenever you switch your jobs from one employer to another, you need to transfer your provident fund account, and all the balance that is present in the employer one's provident fund that you were working previously, it is supposed to be transferred into the provident fund, okay, under the employer two under which you will be working. So basically there are some rules, that is you cannot transfer the PF balance, okay, to any third person account. Okay, that is you will have the two PF account, that is under employer 1 and employer 2. So the details on both the PF account should match, that is your name, and then okay, whatever personal details that you have, okay, it should match. Alright, so that is one of the rules. Alright, and then the pension amount, okay, will also get transferred with the provident fund account. Alright, and you cannot make the partial amount. Okay, so you will have to make the transfer, okay, fully, that is the full amount will be transferred from one PF to another, and you cannot make any partial amounts transfer. Alright, so these are some rules that are supposed to be followed as far as transfer of the provident funds is concerned. Alright, and coming to the withdrawal part, okay, so it's always advantageous if we withdraw after the retirement rather than when we are working, because that is a time that we will be needing the money, that we will need this particular money that we have been contributing on the monthly basis. So basically I would recommend all of you to withdraw when after the retirement age. Alright, after making the contribution towards the provident fund on the monthly basis. Okay, so basically you will need a universal account number that you have. Okay, so either you can do it as offline or online, based on what exactly documents that you have. Okay, so a universal account number will be required, and you can log on to the members.epfoservices.in site and check for the withdrawal of the provident fund account. Also you can submit the provident fund withdrawal application form directly to the regional provident fund office. Okay, they will authenticate some of your documents based on you are the right person or not as far as provident fund balance is concerned. So that's it about the withdrawal of the provident fund, and that's it about this video as to how you can join the process of contributing towards the provident fund up to the transfer of the provident fund balance to the withdrawal. Alright, so everything we have seen as far as the provident funds is concerned. So hope you have liked the video, and If you have any queries, you can always comment in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, okay, for more interesting topics on financial literacy. And hope you have enjoyed this video and got some kind of information as far as provident fund is concerned. So have a nice day.